Welcome back to Project 613, and today's mitzvah is the mitzvah of Tzitzit, to attach the Tzitzit strings to the corner of any garment that has four corners. This is a mitzvah for men who wear any four-cornered garment to attach the Tzitzit strings. And of course, this includes all the preparing and the spinning of the wool and preparing the Tzitzit strings that has to be done for the sake of the mitzvah specifically, and then they need to be tied in a specific way on the corners of any four-cornered garment. The Torah says, "Va'asu lahem tzitzit," you shall make for yourself tzitzis, hakanaf betil techelet, and one of the strings essentially is supposed to be dyed blue with a techelet. Why do they all look white over here? The answer is that for many hundreds of years already, the tradition as to what the precise techelet dye is has become lost, and therefore the majority of opinion amongst halachic authorities throughout the generations and even today is that since we do not know for certain which is the correct techelet dye, therefore we fulfill the mitzvah even if all of the strings are white. The Torah says that the mitzvah of Tzitzit reminds us, uschartem et kol mitzvot Hashem, by looking at the Tzitzit, we remind ourselves of all of the mitzvot of the Torah. And that's why Maimonides says that even though technically there's no obligation to specifically wear Tzitzit, because the Torah only says that if you have a four-cornered garment, then you attach the Tzitzit to it. But who said I have to go and buy a four-cornered garment altogether? Nevertheless, the correct thing to do, the Rambam says, a person should always try and make sure to be wearing the four-cornered garment. That way he should be able to wear the tzitzit in order to constantly have this reminder of all the mitzvot of the Torah. There's an interesting way how the tzitzit themselves remind us of all of the mitzvot, and that is, if you count the gematria, the numeric value of the word tzitzit, you get 600. Why? The tzaddik is 90, the yud is 10, another tzaddik and another yud is again 90 and 10, so we got 200. The tuf is 400, so we have 600. And then if you look at the actual tzitzit, we have 8 strings over here, and then we have 5 knots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 600 plus 8 strings plus 5 knots makes 613. So by looking at the tzitzit, we remind ourselves of all of the mitzvot of the Torah. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.